welcome back. This is the only video I'm going to have here from the Victory Point Store Championship. This is a new store in Berkeley, California. A great little board game cafe, and they hosted us for this was close to 32 players. And I have with me commentating tonight, Nathan. How are you doing today, Nathan?
Hey man, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you back. And so this is a Call a Goda tournament. This is from February 27th, I believe. And we have myself playing on the left with Engineering the Future, and Adam playing on the right with Kate. And I play Adam quite regularly. I probably played Netrunner with him more than anyone else. So this is we both got matched up in round one of the cut, and here we go.
This is round one of Swiss or after the Swiss?
So this is round one of the cut. Yeah, so this is post-Swiss. We both made it in. It was an 8-person cut. Okay, so now you're seeing a little bit of tech in the deck. So there's Marcus Batty. I believe that was just a one of in the deck. And this is primarily for Faust. I was really trying to tech against Faust with this deck.
With Ichi,
so
I'm assuming?
There's Ichi. Yeah, there's Ichi. There's one swordsman. I have the deck list. Let me pop that open so I can reference it. This was a few weeks ago, so yeah, and it has the next suite, swordsman, Ichi, 2 Ichi 1s, 1 Ichi 2. Yeah,
sure.
Team sponsorship. It's generally just good stuff. And then 1 Nisei, 1 Baddie, 3 Ash, of course. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. But I was trying to like very much reacting to the Faust heavy meta that we've been seeing.
I mean, reacting in real time, months after it became a thing.
Well, reacting to what I was seeing at recent store championships and trying to figure out how I was gonna do well in the cut.
Sure. So this is a little bit different than your standard food codes then, since you're running Baddie instead of Caprice.
Well, it's 1 Caprice, 1 Baddie.
Okay.
And this allows you to fit in swordsman and like Eli. I don't know. It just you shake up the influence a little bit. And a lot of the wizard decks were not running clone ships anymore, so that seemed like it could be strong to hit
sure.
one of their late game, hit one of their Fausts. And we can already kind of see some clues as to what this Kate deck is doing. It's a stealth Kate build.
No, I thought he was just using Cloak for the money efficiency.
Oh, that's part of it.
For the same reason I use Toolbox, man.
So Adam has been playing stealth for a long time, and he's been experimenting with a lot of different frameworks for stealth. He was on Haley for a long time, but so now he's playing around with like a prepaid Kate stealth hybrid build, sort of.
So if he's running prepaid, he's probably running Dagger over Switchblade, which is fine, especially in this matchup because the strongest entry you're probably looking at is Ichi 2, which is 5 strength.
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, what would you be worried about? Maybe Archer would be your biggest threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has enough reoccurring credits. He has Ghost Runners and 3 Cloaks, so he usually has enough even for that. And in terms of game plan, I'm just building up Econ right now, and then I need to start building towards an accelerated beta test. I just fire those accelerated beta tests off nowadays.
Well, what a world we live in, where we just I don't even care anymore. Team sponsorship helps. Team sponsorship helps so much, though. It's incredible.
Yes. So there's 2 team sponsorships in the deck, and yeah.
So did you ice that Eve the same turn that you rezzed it? Or did you wait a turn?
I think it was rezzed. I think it was the same turn. I think so. I believe so. Because he's had Lucky Find Money for a little while.
Sure.
Okay. So rezzing the terrain on
HQ. Huh. Man, Refractor's just going to break it for 1.
Yeah, for free if he wants to just use that stealth credit.
So you were, I'm guessing, a little bit ice-starved in your starting hand.
Yeah, it looks like it. I didn't quite see what my hand was. I don't remember the specifics of this game at this point. But, yeah, obviously, a turning on HQ against this build is not ideal. Archive
And
memory.
he's already seen that.
There's definitely an
So
agenda change.
archived. So you're running archived instead of interns.
Yeah, I mean, that seems better, I guess, right?
Why do you think?
Because it has you have Batty and Caprice in the deck, so it's better to have the flexibility rather than saving on ice installs.
Sure. So the big thing I felt with interns was, especially in like super heavy ice destruction, returning your next ice back to the board, you know, at like tier 3 or 4 of your ice server, was totally worth it
I see.
on the interns. But when you're running Caprice and Batty, I mean, when you're running just archive memories, you pull back your Batty and you install like an agenda or something like that. So you can get away with a lot more tricks that you can't get away with interns.
Sure. That being said, for some reason, archive memory doesn't quite fit my playstyle. I put it in there. I think I used it once during this whole tournament, maybe. For some reason, I just like recursion is not for me. I like to just move forward. I don't like to. I know it's weird. It doesn't make sense, but for some reason, I rarely think about my archives.
I'm, you know, if you can just, if you could force them to run through 2 pieces of ice to trash your Batty, I mean, it just opens up a scoring window. You don't need it anymore because you're playing so fast. So speed is not to be underestimated when you're playing. People get a little bit too caught up on recurring the same thing over and over again, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just draw cards. You can always just do that. I might be going for a score here. I know he can get into HQ pretty easily, and he trashed an Ash there last turn, so it looks like a score. Just hoping he doesn't have another SMC.
So, yeah, it's
He
just...
does.
He does.
Of course.
The Refractor Cloak is a really good response to Turing's... Next bronze.
His next bronze anyway.
That's too bad.
Probably not an agenda.
So, what, he's got 9 credits right now?
10. Yeah, so
And
he let it
leaves
stand.
it.
I'm not sure why.
Huh. That's interesting. I mean, I guess he
Yeah.
could just run it again and force you to lose 1 credit, but that's not really notable.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's ever a smart thing
Maybe
to do
his-
as a runner.
His hand is probably just full of stuff that he really needs to install.
Maybe. He might be building towards a Maker's Eye as well.
Yeah.
If that would be my guess. I know he runs, you know, like 3 Maker's Eyes, I believe.
Oh, I love Maker's Eye, man. It's such a good card.
Yeah.
It's
He
just,
likes-
get me
I-
the thing that wins me the game.
I think he likes that better with stealth than RDI.
Sure. I actually prefer Maker's Eye over RDI in almost every build anyways.
Wow.
Unless I'm going for some, like, super hardcore lock build. But, most of the time in Shaper, you're gonna get 3 Makers anyway, so...
Right.
Big deal.
Yeah, you'll draw him. Alright, I got Econ pretty well sorted out. I'm in an odd position where I have an upgrade on the Eve, but then I'm building out the Adonis more for some reason. Like, I probably should have just put that ice on top of the Eve and let him go trash the Adonis if he wants, right?
I think you made the right choice because, I mean, I don't know how many ice you have in your deck, but, I mean, you could still triple ice the Eve remote, like, not that big of a deal.
17 ice in the deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need a lot of ice on top of... That's probably... it's either a Breaker Bay or an Eve underneath... Did I say Eve? An Ash underneath the Eve.
Yeah, definitely, you know, get the Ash and the Eve in the same server with the Bart Moss Memorial. No, I'm kidding, that's
ONR
it.
references, nice. I mean, if I'm on top of things, I'll flash that card up on the screen so people have some idea what you're talking about.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has the what is that card called? The stealth
Lockpick.
lockpick. That's right. Yeah, I forgot he has lockpick too. It's just, my God. I think I had okay, I only have 6 code gates in the deck, so hopefully get some barriers out soon.
When you look at the color wheel of Netrunner and that Shapers are supposed to be good at code gates, and you look at what options they have, particular Gordian and Torch. Both of those are like powerful, but they're like so expensive. Gordian is 6 to SMC out, and then it's strength 2, so you got to boost and then break Victor twice. So you end up spending like 9 credits to break a Victor 1. And you're like, this is the Code Gate faction. But when you look at Refractor, it's strength 2 already, and then it boosts to 5 with the stealth credit, and they already have Lockpick and Cloak in faction. You're basically looking at a free strength 5 Code Gate Breaker. It is so extremely good for a 1-cost install. Like, that is the Shaper Code Gate Breaker that it's just obviously strong the moment you install it.
And I think the downside that, you know, we're not really seeing demonstrated here is that you have setup time. You know, it's usually, it takes time to set up all this stuff, but I'm kind of giving him that time right now. I'm installing assets and getting money, but he has plenty of time to just kind of lay down cards and get ready to get the last 5 points.
Yeah, it's true. And HB's kind of like that. They like to secure their economy first. They actually kind of have to.
And this is why I've been moving more towards Fast Advance lately, specifically Adam's deck, but also just this sort of trend is something I've noticed. Food Coats was really strong for a long time, and Faust in particular I think is pretty good at taking care of it, and then you have like stealth builds like this that just make it more difficult, make the Glacier play a lot more difficult. Right. We should also mention that archived memory was used the previous turn to get Batty out of the heat, out of the trash, I should say.
Oh, did you just leave it in your hand? I didn't see that.
Yeah, so it's still in the hand, right? There, now it's down.
Okay. You're like, hey, come run HQ. It's like 3 snares and a Batty in your hand.
I would love it in my deck. I should have put snares in this deck somehow just to mess with Adam.
Now, normally you install the Batty so that it can't get trashed in the runner's turn, but whenever I'm playing against someone and I see them do what seems like a suboptimal play like that, I'm like, dude, you've got something crazy in hand, don't you? I'm not running that.
You know, speaking of snare, my first theory of how to combat Faust was to put 1 or 2 snare in ETF.
How'd it work out for you?
It didn't work.
Seems okay.
It wasn't good.
It's because Wild Pancakes is too strong. Oh, yeah, yes, like he has Artist Colony. Ooh, that's fantastic. I just noticed that he discarded an Artist Colony, and I think that just makes these Shaper combo decks so much stronger. Oh my goodness. You saw the Pitchfork deck that Spags posted.
Yes, I did.
And it is, it's so good. Wow, it's hilarious. Like, I thought it might be kind of strong, but no, it's amazing. That card is amazing.
Alright, so we got install advance, 2 unresed ice, and a Batty, and probably an Ash.
So with a server that's this well defended, do we think you're running an aggressive 3-5 as opposed to a defensive 3-5 like Global Food?
Well, okay. Speaking in general, you'd probably assume it's Global Food. Adam knows it's Global Food. And I'd say it's probably, I mean, ideally it's an aggressive or accelerated beta test right now.
Ooh, nice. Like an aggressive beta test.
An aggressive beta test. Yeah, that is an aggressive beta test, right? Like double advance ABT?
Nah, it's fine. What are you talking about? You have a Batty and an Ash. It's not aggressive.
Well, I aggressive in the sense that you're actually going to fire it and...
Right. It's not risky, that's what I should say.
Yeah, it's not that risky, right?
Huh.
Okay. Oh, I'm probably firing this. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 10 ice left in the deck.
Yeah, that could be. It looks like I got 2 of them right here.
Wow. Man, I love ABT. No, that's one of the cards where, I mean, you know, you're looking at cards, you say, how do I make my agendas help me win the game?
Oh, that was so good. Look at that.
Oh, jeez. Ichi free off of an ABT on the second tier is so good feeling.
3rd tier Ichi and another next dice.
And you get a credit for it.
Yep. It's a 3 next dice res right now. That's not bad.
For the longest time, we've been playing Netrunner with these defensive agendas because that's how you don't lose. But then once we got HB in particular got a little bit stronger, they were able to start running these aggressive agendas, and it's just it's insane to think how powerful they are, right? ABT, oh yeah, you could just get 3 free ice, no problem. Like, how could they print this card? This is insanely good. I'm gonna make the precog mutate ABT deck.
You don't need precog anymore. You got Heritage Committee.
Oh, I guess that lets you put one on.
Yeah, that's really good. There's a local player, Eric, has been doing that with. It's been pretty fun, I guess. He says you can consistently mutate into a Janus. That happens every game, at least once.
Yeah, that was my experience when I tested it out as well. Heritage Committee really helps mutate a lot. I was finding that I was like burning through my deck so fast trying to get the combo that I was like milling myself.
Alright, so he does get a prepaid down. That might have been, I think that was this turn. Starts getting that econ rolling a little bit more.
He prepaids and then sure gambles.
Yeah. And so there is one advanced sports concept hopper in the, I don't know why I added sports to that. It's advanced concept hopper. I think that's what
there's another card that sports hopper that's coming out later.
Ah, okay. Sports hopper. Yeah, that's like a runner card probably?
Yeah, and they actually reference the same guy that's referenced in the flavor text of Advanced Concept Hopper is referenced on that card as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is fun. Yeah, that card's going to be amazing. So what's really cool about Adam's deck here, or just this stealth prepaid Kate, is you basically get your you don't really spend a lot of money breaking ice, especially with like makers, like high value runs. You plan on running remotes and you plan on running multi-access. So you don't run a lot, and when you run, you don't spend that much money. And that allows you to basically use your events to kind of pay for your free money to trash resources or to install your cards, I suppose.
Sure. So you kind of turn into a wizard by the proxy of not, not needing to spend your money on that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah, a little bit. I mean, every deck really needs that. Need to have some kind of money that they can use for speed or to react to their opponent or whatever, and then they need to have this kind of money that they can kind of just keep coming all the time.
So that was something interesting just happened there. He ran archives, and then I used a Vitruvius counter to go get something. And I remember what happened here. You'd think that was the ABT, but actually, it was way worse than that because I was at 6 cards on my last turn after scoring the Vitruvius, and so I threw some agenda, I think Global Food, into the trash.
Interesting.
And so I did that because I was like, oh, maybe he won't run it, and then I could just store it there for later, but then he instantly runs it, and so I just had to use the Vitruvius counter right away.
And
so
that means you probably have other agendas in your hand, too.
Yeah, it signals a lot, right? And I think he doesn't know that it was, oh man. Oh, going for the win.
That's the right move, right? You got the money. Yeah. How much money does he have at the moment? I can't really see.
So yeah, I can see he has 10, I believe. He has the Team Covenant, the black ones
there we go.
That are a little bit hard to see. But yeah, he has 10 right now, so that's not bad.
I mean, he can lucky find, run.
Yeah. That'd be good. And he has a clone chip, so Batty is not devastating.
That's awesome. That's another great thing about the stealth, right? You knock out one of the pieces, but they're all cheap to install.
Right, yeah.
What you really need is a information overload.
What?
To trash his whole rig. That's how you get them.
In HB? That's like a one-of with no tag support?
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't work. No, what you need is...
interesting idea, but...
No, I'm kidding. Obviously, you have a much better infection card with Nyx Gold, where then you can just be like, trash 9 cards. Oh. I want a side game.
Alright, first click draw. This is a very important turn for him, because it might not be the win, but I am threatening it, and he has to respect that. So he needs to either get into that remote now, or like Maker's Eye, and hope for the best.
So fortunately, he has his Ghost Runner here to help him.
Oh, that's great.
Dirty Laundry Archives.
Swordsman. Not going to be very useful here. Although maybe it would. Did force him to use the stealth credit?
I'm surprised he didn't run the remote. He's got 2 clicks left, and that's probably Ash and Batty, so you're going to need to run it 3 times.
I think he is going in the remote. He just dirty laundried Archives.
So he drew, and he dirty laundried Archives. He has 2 clicks left.
He drew the dirty laundry, and then he dirty laundried Archives. He has 2 clicks left. So
right.
Yeah, he might have made... I mean, it could be Caprice down there, even.
Right. So I mean, leaving us up with only 2 to run the remote is not optimal.
Right.
I mean, obviously, Ichi's going to be really expensive to break. Cloak the dagger for 3 credits. And you have 14, so you could res
Yes.
another Ichi and another Turing and still have enough for both Ash and Caprice, no problem.
I'm trying to remember this play. There's something interesting going on because I'm really thinking about. I'm thinking about the baddie, and I know like that clone chip is really threatening right now.
It must be Baddie Gold. That is kind of a weakness of a Next Gold. If you had 3 Ichis on the remote, you would have no problem resing them all, but if it was an Ichi and a Next Gold, it wouldn't really leave you a lot of options with that 3rd piece of ice at 14 credits.
It doesn't. It's not a next gold because I'm batting right now, and he's using a dice right now, which to me means it doesn't mean anything. Like I know he often just bluffs with dice. Oh, he got it.
Oh, man. So you used it when he encountered the Ichi, so you could knock out one of his things and then force him to clone chip it back, otherwise he loses his rig.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters if it's during the encounter or the approach. I think it's the same effect in that case.
Right, that's what yeah, so I just mean before he encounters the Ichi, but after he gets the option to jack out.
Okay, so he just spent 4 to break the next silver, so that was good.
Next silver's fantastic.
And
what a powerful card.
He's only spent 1 stealth credit so far, so that's a problem, because he has that Ghost Runner just sitting there with 3.
Yeah, you're not going to starve him of stealth credits this turn, which is why I think he probably would have been better for him to run a little bit sooner. Although I guess the Dirty Laundry did gain him 5 credits, so he would be at 2 right now, so maybe that was the right move.
Yeah, probably. He top decked it, so that was risky. That draw was risky, but he just didn't have the econ otherwise. So it was his best shot. He knew if he drew any econ event, he was good. Oh, now I'm thinking I'm having to make a decision here based on. Oh, it's not an Ash. Oh, it is an Ash. Okay.
So if he pays 3 to trash this, that leaves him with 4 credits to run the server again, which isn't even enough. So if you just trace him out here, he loses.
No, I think it's okay, because he has the Ghost Runner, right?
Oh, I guess he has 10 credits available to him.
I think what I'm having to do, I'm trying to think of the math right now, but 4, 6, so I'm making him spend 5. Oh yeah, then I think I just remembered his Ghost Runner. I think I'm trying to get him to the point where he can't trash the
He has to
Ash?
choose between the Ash and the Agenda, sure. It's hard because the Ghost Runner, right? But, I mean, it's still a win for you if he uses the Ghost Runner.
Yeah, I just know from experience that I can't ever stop his stealth credits. It's just not an axis that, exists to attack.
Right, well,
has
Ghost Runner's extremely powerful for that reason. I think that really brought the stealth rigs up to the point where it's like they're too hard to manipulate now. As the corp. Which is good, because they would be unusable otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's good that the Ghost Runner is limited. It's also frustrating that Ghost Runner can be used to trash the Ash right now or for Trace. It's just so flexible a card. It's difficult to play with. So bring it up to 7. It looks like. So he could spend 6. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought a long time about it, and I don't think it's even the right play. Because he can still trash it.
So if you had spent up to 7, it's a GFI.
Yeah.
And if you would have spent a little bit more, you still could have scored, let's say, and you needed 5 to score another agenda next turn if you have another GFI. Actually, technically, you only need 4 because of ETF.
I don't think I had another one at that point, but that would have maybe been a better play. I probably should have invested a little bit more to save the Ash.
I wonder what that last ice is there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It was probably just expensive to res, and I knew it wouldn't stop him, so I needed instead to play with the Ash.
Toll booth, maybe, and then you can't use the Ash.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. Or, it might even be a Turing. Yeah, it's probably a Turing.
Yeah.
And Turing just costs him nothing.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, dude, Refractor versus Turing is extremely good.
yes.
I'm thinking about trying to put it into my criminal decks, see if I can make it work.
Now I'm in a bit of a position, because...
The worst feeling as a corp is not being able to just slam another agenda in that remote immediately after both of you go broke. And be like, threaten the win again.
Yeah, hopefully I'm doing that right now, because it looks like he's just building back up. He just did quality time. So it's a bit of a window if it is an agenda.
Man, Engineering the Future is so good. Like, not only the good early game, but like this late game situation where you just install into the remote, take 2 credits. That never advance, like no one else can do it like that, except for Neo. Some like random cards allow you to gain that credit when you install a card in there. Neo Tokyo Grid, install, advance, gaining a credit back, and then take another credit. Yeah,
That's not what Neo Tokyo does. Neo Tokyo is something about advance mean, right?
When you advance a card, gain a credit back.
Oh, okay, sure.
So you can install a 3/2, advance it, and then take a credit, and then you can threaten scoring next turn because you only need 2.
So
oh man, look at me.
It is more difficult to do this never advanced style play against a stealth build like this. Because they usually have the ability to make one efficient run a turn. So
yeah.
It's more difficult to do this than with, old style prepaid Kate even.
It seems very binary whether or not you can, like, your server is either able to be got into for free, or it's able to be got into for free plus 3 or 4 credits. And if it's that plus 3 or 4 credits, it's too much for him. He needs to go get another combo piece.
Okay, so this is the team sponsorship and score out some 3-2. Vitruvius.
Nice.
Oh,
So
that would have been great if it was an ABT. I would have run it so fast.
Team sponsorship still good, so you're bringing back the Ash, huh? So, I saw that he installed a Sacrificial Construct. He definitely has played against your deck then.
Yes, so the deck does have 1 Biotic Labor, and he has Clot in the bin, and yeah, it also has 1 Cyber deck, so he's just kind of playing it safe there, just making sure. So now he's made sure that I can't score out the last 3-2 without,
I figured
turn
he
of
was doing
reaction.
I figured he was doing it to counter Batty.
Oh, that's possible too. That's a good point. Yeah, he does have more motivation and maybe I might have been thinking about that because I put Ash back instead of Batty. I don't know.
Right, that's why I figured
Batty's-
you chose Ash over Batty.
That could be it. I don't know if I was thinking on that level. Batty also seems difficult with a clone ship out.
Right. Yeah, now he's got 2 layers of defense against the Baddies, so Batty's definitely not the right choice.
But maybe Batty just on end the run would have been a good choice. Like you let him break the next silver, and then you use Batty.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to maybe, he has a little bit limit on stealth credits at this point, so it's possible.
Man, that stealth rig is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really hard to deal with. Alright, so he got the Cabrera.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he scores Vitruvius, it looks like. Oh no, so
Man.
that is there's only 1 more ABT in the deck. It's 1 ABT, 1 Hopper, and 1 GFI left. That makes his final score a lot more difficult.
How many games come down to this HB where it's like both players just need 1 agenda and the winning agenda is in the remote, and it comes down to a maker's eye on R&D, and it's like if you get it, you win, and if you don't, I win.
Yeah, it's pretty classic play.
I think that's kind of a weakness of the Glaciary decks, is that they kind of open up that opportunity.
I think right there I was trying to bait out the Clot. I kind of installed then waited for some reason. And then I
Just
waited.
ask if he has an action after every single thing you do. Install
Yeah,
an
I
ice
should.
reaction.
Just to try and throw him. I mean, I'm not. I know Adam well enough that that's never gonna probably get him, but it's when you start getting desperate, you start doing desperate things.
Refractor, man, it is dunking on Turing. Not next bronze, though. Those are 5s, those white tokens.
Oh man.
So he has 10 right now?
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like he has 10. Going in for another Maker's Eye here. He just broke the bronze with pure stealth.
Oh, because it's bonus strength, not bonus subs. So silver is definitely better against his rig.
Oh yeah, yeah. That silver's what's keeping him out of HQ right now. He's just not even gonna bother. All right, so using Jackson, putting back things he can trash, but
I was just thinking that.
yeah, I really need to draw those, right? Like I need any of those right now.
Are you actually going to get to draw them? If he already
I don't know.
locks you?
He doesn't really have a lock. Like he just spent 2 Maker's Eyes, and he's still a little bit off from doing a levy if he has it. I don't remember if this build did. I think he does.
Unless you have an agenda in hand, the right choice for him is to just run R&D constantly until he wins the game,
Oh.
because all your answers are in R&D.
All right, so it's team sponsorship, hedge fund, and Adonis. Looking like he's not trashing any of them.
Huh.
That's probably fine, because he knows I don't have an agenda in hand. I mean, he's reasonably sure I don't have an agenda in hand, or if I do, I'm not scoring it. And so he just waits for me to draw those, and then goes back into R&D. It's good.
Yeah, just run the R&D. Everything you need is in R&D right now, and so if he just locks it down, there's nothing you can do as the corp. I wonder what that other ice is on R&D.
Oh yeah.
Next gold. That's free with stealth credits.
Yeah.
You really just need a silver. You got to get that Levy University so you can go get your silver.
Oh, it's interesting. I'm not overriding whatever it is, so it is something I'm planning to res. I just haven't yet.
Ichi, I guess.
That's possible. If I get enough money, then I can like threaten an agenda in the remote, and then if he decides to go R&D first, I might be able to res something that drains some stealth.
That Makers was super good, even though he didn't get any agendas, because you're aware and he's aware that the cards you need are in his R&D, which is going to take you time to get. And so you're playing defensively, allowing him time to dig through his deck and get his money, which is really what he wants, actually.
Wants me to be digging.
He wants you playing defensively so that he can continue building his rig for the inevitably stronger late game play.
Yes. He does need to keep the pressure on R&D though, because if I just draw that Caprice, he's all of a sudden in a very rough spot.
Well, the Makers bought him a turn essentially, where he doesn't have to worry about agendas.
Yeah. Although did I just draw there, or was that just a mandatory?
That was probably your Adonis. I saw you draw.
Yeah. I'm trying. So we're past the Maker's Eye at this point, right?
I think the R&D is. I think the card you just drew was the last card on that R&D.
Oh, okay,
but I wasn't counting, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did two manual draws or not.
I think last turn I manual and then I drew, and then there was one more card that I probably manually drew this turn.
Hedge fund install?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I think it's definitely a fresh card on top of R&D. I'm not sure if I've seen a new card on R&D yet is the thing.
I think his thought is probably go for the R&D play at this point. It's better than going for the remote.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that remote is anything important. He knows there's a team sponsorship and an Adonis in my hand, and it's very likely it's one of those two cards in the remote. And I'm just trying to, play out a war of attrition here by having him go in there.
So he doesn't have a same old thing, it seems.
Yeah, he must have one, because I'm pretty sure he plays Levy, so he must have one, and he hasn't drawn it, or he just hasn't played it yet. Has it just been two Maker's Eyes, right?
No, I'm pretty sure he's done 3.
Oh, okay. So he takes 2 credits up to 10. So let's see if he's gonna hit R&D.
I mean, I think even the single excess.
Oh,
is
there's the third Maker's Eye.
Oh man.
Okay, yeah. So he can pay for this, and then he gets through bronze for free. And let's see if I res that third ice finally.
Watch, he's gonna not use his lockpick, and then it's gonna be Nietzsche.
No.
Oh, this has gotta be
Oh
game.
no, he sees Caprice. It was the top card I should have drawn.
And your Ash.
And he
And
trashes
then it's gonna be Batty. Here you go. Good shuffle.
Jackson. So he can't trash Jackson, I don't believe. Oh no, he could, because he has 6 credits on the board we're not even taking into account. Those Ghost Runners hide their money. He lets it sit. I don't know about that. Maybe he should have trashed that.
I think he's more worried about you top decking an agenda.
Yeah.
And he's out of makers now. You said there are 3 agendas left in R&D? If we count, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes. Yeah,
So
there's
you're running 9.
1 ABT, 1 Hopper, and 1 GFI, right? Because he scored a GFI. Yeah, so it's 3.
Yeah.
One of them, it's possible some are in hand, you know, like...
Although I'm surprised you would have gone for the... If you had it in hand, you would have gone for the win.
Here's the thing. It was in hand. That's probably the Hopper. Okay, so here's the thing that is not really noticeable right now is this match was a 40-minute match, and we're at, like, you know, there's about 10 seconds left. So I knew I only had 1 more turn, so I just had to go for the score here. I didn't have an option.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
There's
you're in a good spot. He's
another-
got no money and no cards.
Yeah, it's not a bad window, right? Like I only have 7. It's not a lot, but but this is the problem. He has money. He was holding on to that, you know. He could have played it earlier, but he has another 6 on the board. Those Ghost Runners it's 6 money just sitting there.
Right.
So I knew this was a bad play, but at the same time I had no option. And the reason for that is we're both at 6, and he was the higher seed. So if I let this game go to time, I lose this game. Just that's how the cut works, you know?
Oh, interesting. So you're on the defensive.
Yes, I am the agent that needs to... I need to at least have more points in him when the game ends. If I scored out a Domestic Sleepers there, that would have been great. If a Domestic Sleepers found its way into my deck somehow.
Watch one just, like, appear out of the top of your R&D from off screen.
Yeah. So, yeah, he needs to just go in there and get it. And he has more money than me, so...
But you have an Ash. So, I mean, I guess it's funny that he hasn't needed to use his Ghost Runners yet.
Yeah.
So it
The
costs
only
him...
shot... The only shot would be if that's a neck silver on top of that remote.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's super good for you then, because then it's 10 credits to get through both.
Yeah, 10
I'm
and
sorry,
I spent
8.
3, so that would be the kind of swing that I need here. So yeah, time has certainly been called at this point, and so Adam is just kind of thinking through his options, making sure he can give himself the best chance that he has of winning this game.
He has 2 clicks left, right? Or does he have 3?
I think he has 3. I don't. What did he do first? So he just took money.
Look at his little token things. They should be help.
Yeah.
They should help us.
Yeah, he hasn't flipped them over yet.
Yeah, what? Useless.
He just played Sure Gamble.
Right. Next silver. It's actually that innermost ice is just another next silver, and it's just been the greatest bluff of all time.
I don't know what kind of bluff.
I'm gonna let you steal 2 agendas, and then I'm gonna rest the ice.
Okay, so he runs on the remote. It looks like I decide not to res the topmost ice. That, yeah, this is where like time snuck up on me. I think I had other plans, but we just ran out of time, and there wasn't enough money. There wasn't enough of anything. So, Right, so he breaks the Ichi. I think he just broke, or he's thinking about breaking the next silver, but he's trying to decide how he wants to break it, I think.
He's letting the Ichi trace.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I don't think he's broken next silver yet.
Sure.
He's running an Akamatsu. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's stealth, right? You need it.
That's probably one of my favorite one-of cards in just tons of decks.
Yeah, for Kate, I mean that's a great way to just get one memory. You
I'll
already
run it.
have
I'll run it in
Astrolabe.
Crypt sometimes too.
Oh man, yeah, I'm in a bad position. So he has more money than me, and I'm gonna res Ash because why not? I think I have to try and make him think it's an NAPD somehow.
That's
But he's
a good
at 10.
play.
He's at 10, so is that even possible? I don't know.
I mean, there's room
I-
for it because you're running 3 ABT, 3 Vitruvius, 1 NAPD, and 2 GFI. That's a reasonable agenda suite.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he knew I was running Hopper or not. But regardless, I need 3 credits to score it, and just because of the tournament structure, nothing else matters. So the most I can boost in is
Right.
2.
Right,
I can
so
boost
then you
in
do
2,
6.
and then he has no choice but to pay the 6, and then he wins. It's just at this point, I'm like, just there's time
Yep.
right now, and I'm just thinking, but it doesn't matter. It's like,
Yeah, he has
just trying to-
exactly enough to steal it, even if it is NAPD.
yeah. Yep,
So I wonder what those
boosted
2 ice
up.
were. Man, what were they?
Yeah, hopefully I'll flip him over at the end here. So he spends the money, and yeah, so he gets the Hopper. And that is game.
Nice.
It was a good. It was,
That
you
was
know,
tough, man.
It was tough. Yeah, it was.
I think Refractor was a super good tech against your deck because one of your most powerful ice is Turing, and you can't force him to run through that over and over again at a lot of money. It's almost free for him.
Yeah, I bet Turing is that ice on the very bottom of that server, and that was a huge mistake not to just trash it, or really not even bother installing it, just because I know his deck. Okay, so it was
was another
Turing on
Turing.
top. Oh, and
And
it was
an
Ichi2 on the
Ichi2.
bottom. Wow.
Oh, what? Oh, Ichi2, like I said, man, Dagger's still really good against Ichi2.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's 3 credits for Dagger to break. You know, they're
Man.
gonna have the stealth credits.
Your ice gets dunked by Stealth? Awesome.
Yes.
That's so
No,
cool.
and this
Look
is
how
one of
those
those
numbers line
decisions.
up.
Like, this deck got me into the cut. I don't think I was. I think I was maybe 6 in the cut, so I made it in. It wasn't like I dominated the Swiss or anything, but it got me through the Swiss. But then into the cut, you have these individual matchups again. Like, I knew Adam was going to be there with his stealth deck, but you just kind of hope, oh, maybe I won't play Adam, or maybe I'll just be able to win.
So a lot of your ice that are just extremely hard to deal with, I guess extremely easy to deal with is what I mean. You have Ichi2 and Ichi1, which are both pretty easy to beat with Dagger. You have
Sure.
Turing, which is really easy to beat with Refractor, both on centrals and on remotes.
Next bronze.
Next bronze is pretty easy to beat, so that leaves you with Eli and next silver. Are you're really tough, and if he's running Lady, you're in kind of a bad spot. Not horribly. So you really just got to rely on your barriers in that matchup.
Yeah, and there's only 5 in the deck. It's not like there's a ton.
Man.
And
So
that's why he's doing Corroder. It's all he needs, you know? It's
Right.
fine.
well, I mean, those two are both reasonably taxing, even with Corroder. So I mean, it makes sense, right? It's kind of weird the color wheel. How the color wheel's starting to get a little bit more clear now, which is really cool. We've been kind of waiting on that for a while. It's really just been Anarch Breakers for years. But seeing that Shapers are actually capable of breaking code gates now pretty efficiently, especially with, Refractor's really huge. And then they're weak to barriers, right? And they're also, I think if I did it right, Shapers are supposed to be strong against code gates, okay against barriers, and weak to sentries. And
Yeah, I think
Dagger's
that's
kind
true.
of a bit of an anomaly there.
That's why they got Lady, because the dog breakers were supposed to be like the secondary breakers of each faction.
Right. But what kind of sentries are you running here? You're running Ichi2 and Ichi1, which are both not
One
super
next
easy
gold,
for Dagger
one
to break.
swordsman.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a good distribution. Like, there's 5 barriers, 6 code gates, 5 sentry, and then 1 mother goddess. It's pretty good distribution, but
Yeah.
so Refractor right now is just really great. It's pretty good against Archangel, which is really popular. It's just really good. There's a lot of, they've kind of done a thing with code gates where they have made those the super taxing ice recently. And so having something like Refractor that eliminates that aspect of the game from something you have to deal with is really strong.
So you mean Archangel and Tollbooth? What else?
Archangel, Tollbooth are really strong. What else is a really good code gate right now?
Yeah.
Well, Turing, obviously.
Turing is taxing, yep.
Yeah, Turing is, one way or another, it's really taxing. I'm trying to think of other archetypes and so on.
I guess Victor 1 is fairly taxing in this meta, because it's a 3 cost, but it takes 2 to break. So that one's okay. But I think those are the big ones. And Archangel's really... The only reason Archangel is taxing is because it's so cheap.
Yeah. No, that's kind of the space that code gates are occupying right now. It's like they're really exploring how low can we make a code gate, how low of a res cost can we make a code gate, and how highly taxing can we make it. That seems to be what they're exploring with code gates right now, and
yeah,
it's
definitely
really reflected.
Checkpoint. There's a card.
Sure. There's other
Expensive
other NBN code gates right now I'm forgetting because I've been seeing a lot of the NBN recently. But I mean, Archangel and Tollbooth are so prevalent, at least where I'm playing, that having, that's why like you kind of need to play Anarch right now because you need David unless you're doing stealth apparently.
I think David is, I mean, I want to call it a crutch, but it's actually good.
It's super good. It's so necessary right now. Anyway, yeah. So that is the game. That was my first elimination. I only have one more video from that tournament, so not going to be doing much more. Unfortunately, I got dropped out after the next game. Adam did very well in that tournament. He placed second.
Nice.
Against Jamie, who won it, and a fellow Bay Area channel, Oaktown Business Cast, a new channel just came online. They have some more games from the cut of this tournament, and some really great ones coming up. There's one with Jamie was playing a MedTech Rush deck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic. There's a game coming up on his channel probably this week that I recommend everyone check out. Hopefully I'll put a link to it somewhere. Just really fantastic stuff.
Fantastic. Oaktown Business Cast. They got one video. Rock on.
Yeah, and more to come. Yeah, and Manzel's the guy that runs that, doing a great job. So definitely hoping to see more from that. All right,
nice, man.
So
Good work.
That is the game. That is we'll have some more games up, and I have 2 more store championships I recorded. So we'll be going through those videos, finding the best games, and putting them online soon. Thanks for commentating, Nathan.
Hey, thanks for having me, Brian.
And thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks, guys.